While we're getting set up here, how many of y'all would you say you've been very, very active and involved this election season? Make some noise if you've been really active in one way or another. All right, now where's the really honest people that are also willing to say you have not really been very active for whatever reason? Maybe you've been busy with school, maybe you're focused on other things, maybe you're just turned off by the whole process and that's why you're here. There's a lot of reasons to get active, and there's also a lot of reasons to be very distant from elections. And I think the most important thing, honestly, is going to happen in a few weeks once this election season is over and most people stop thinking about democracy, most people stop thinking about civic engagement, most people stop thinking about the changes they want to see in the world. That's the time that we need to start thinking about it and recommit to being re-engaged, because it's the power of people in the streets marching, the power of people at dinner tables having conversations, the power of you talking to your cousins instead of defriending them on Facebook. That is where actual change happens. That's how landscapes change and new realities come to life. And so if anything, if you take anything away from this today, I would hope that it is that real people engaging locally in your community, with your families, with your friends, that's how change will ultimately be made. And no matter who is elected at whatever stage, there's going to be a lot of work to do. So we all be out there after this election ready to make this world a better place? Are there some people in here who are willing to do that? All right, well then this song is for you.
So let's come, let's dream together, let's work together, let's rise together. So I want you to say that one word, rise, all right? Can y'all do that? Okay. Rise, 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 rise. Say it with me, rise, 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 rise. Rise, rise,
rise. Together we
rise.
Together we
rise.
Together we
rise.
Together we
rise.
Together we
rise.
Together we
rise.
Together we rise. So much pain, we don't know how to be but angry. Feel infected like we got gangrene. Please don't let anybody try to change me. Me, just me in the middle of a sea full of faces. Full of faces. Some laugh, some salivate. What's in your alleyway? Recycling bins or bullet cases? It's not equal, it's not fair. We're different people, but we're not scared. We ain't never scared to pave a new path, make a new street, build a new bridge. Say, can you see by the dawn's early light? Free slaves wrote our songs, words weren't right. Now a new day's coming, the few stay stunning while the many are handsome. Your soul is alive, but they want it for ransom. The bass drumming is the anthem. We step to the heartbeats of our granddaughters and grandsons and rise. Together we 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 rise. Everybody rise. Together we 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 rise.
Lost hope and found need, grounded by your surroundings. Did the walls scream universities? Or you were now first to tease? React automatic if we burst with squeeze and make 9/11 each emergency. Urgency, amber to red like the turning leaves. Oh please let the hurting cease. Don't let apathy police the populace. We will march across those stereotypes that were marked for us. The answer's obvious. We switch the consonants and change the soul into words and lift continents.
Rise. Together we
rise.
Together we
rise.
Together we
rise.
Together we
rise.
Together we
rise.
Together we
rise.
Together we
rise.
Everybody rise.
Together we rise. Together we rise. Together we rise. Together we rise. Together we rise. Together we rise. Together we rise. Everybody rise together, we 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 rise.
If you believe in redemption,
Believe
we're
in
calling to you
redemption.
from another dimension.
From another dimension.
If you believe in redemption,
Believe
we're
in
calling to you
redemption.
from another dimension.
From another
If
dimension.
you believe in redemption,
Believe
we're
in
calling to you
redemption.
from another dimension.
From another dimension.
If you believe in redemption,
We're calling to you from another dimension.
Yeah.